Movie Man Dan is back to talk about 1993's multi-Oscar winning film The Piano. Directed by Jane Campion, it stars Holly Hunter, Harvey Keitel, Sam Neill, and Anna Paquin. This movie is a New Zealand flick, and when you really look at the hottest films of 1993 and the films that are touted as being the best, you look at things like The Fugitive and The Age of Innocence and Schindler's List and Shortcuts, and The Piano was actually the film of 1993 that appeared on the most best of lists, which is kind of surprising because to me, the best film of 1993 with a bullet was Schindler's List. I do find, okay, I like The Piano, but I'm going to go over my gripes with it and why I do not think that it's a great film. Good, but not great. So, the movie, it does have a good look to it. That's one thing that director Jane Campion always does well. Even though I've only seen two other films aside from The Piano. And yeah, this is one of the only darker, murky kind of films where the look actually, where it actually still looks good despite being dark and murky. She's just that talented of a director. So Holly Hunter and Anna Paquin play mother-daughter. They're from Scotland or Ireland or whatever, and Hunter has been arranged to marry Sam Neill in New Zealand, and she's mute. She communicates through her daughter and through her prized possession, which is her piano. And we don't really get to know why the piano is so valuable to her. All we get to see is how passionate she is about it, and because she's so passionate about it, that really rubs off onto the viewer, and I really like that about this. So Sam Neill, like they don't really love each other a whole lot, especially since he doesn't really understand how valuable the piano actually is to her. And so he sells it to this honorary Maori guy named Baines, who's played by Harvey Keitel. And yeah, Sam Neill thinks that by selling it to Keitel, that not only can they make money back, but Holly Hunter can teach Keitel how to play piano, and she'll still be able to play like almost whenever she likes. But while she plays, she ends up having an affair with Keitel. Now, that's where the movie kind of starts to take a little bit of a plunge. Okay, there's like no romance between Sam Neill and Holly Hunter, and that's the way that it is in this film. Both are both. I mean, neither person really understands each other, and they don't even sleep in the same bed. Holly Hunter and Hannah Paquin sleep in the same bedroom, and yeah, Neil doesn't understand how much Holly Hunter really cares about the piano, but the fact that she ends up cheating on Neil with Keitel way out of line on her behalf. And later on in the film, the pot gets stirred even more. And yeah, although it was out of line for Holly Hunter to cheat on to cheat on Samuel with Keitel, later on in the film, something else happens, and it's out of line and it's being out of line for Sam Neill to do something really bad to Holly Hunter as well. Yeah, the I just thought that Holly Hunter and Sam Neill going for such extremes on each other, it was very uncalled for. I really did think that it was that it I actually I think that it kind of diminished the overall quality of the film. Despite being really good, despite delivering really good performances by our four leading people, especially Holly Hunter, who she won the Oscar for Best Lead Actress. Yeah, she is very fine in this, um, but yeah, her and Sam Neill, not really likable characters, and they're not developed to the point where we really feel that everything that they do is completely justified. Holly Hunter cheating on Sam Neill, and Sam Neill resorting to violence near the end on Holly Hunter. Yeah, I didn't really like that. But Harvey Keitel and Anna Paquin, their characters are just about flawless. Anna Paquin won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. She's one of the youngest Oscar winners ever in the supporting in a major competitive category. Um, yeah, I personally I would have gone with Rosie Perez for Fearless instead, but I was okay with Holly Hunter winning. And yeah, even though I do have my reservations with this film, I can't deny the amount of good that this has. So I'm going to give The Piano a solid 3 stars out of 4.